Anyhow, man, how you been, man? Everything all right? Playing with the widows and the Willie and the winds with the witches on the Halloween night?
What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I didn't get to play with no witch's titty.
Did you go trick or treating?
Yeah,
What y'all dress up as?
nothing. I took my shirt off, my sweater off, and turned into a wife beater. Because I had a wife beater on. But that's pretty much it.
Mustard stain.
It
So
So
what was that? You were dressing up as, I guess.
I was saying I was Christmas. I had a green sweater on with a red cap. You know, I'm as bland as they
gotcha.
come. And Carolina dressed up as Ghostface. Y'all don't call him Scream no more. It's Ghostface. And Maven was a panda. But yeah, we went over to her uncle's house, had a good time, ate some good beef hot dogs.
Yo, do you know pandas only exist in China?
Well, they in the zoo, man.
Not even. Did you ever see that video of that Chinese zoo where they had dogs dressed up as pandas?
But pandas will fuck you up too now. See, look,
Pandas are weird.
this won't even let me delete it. What do you do? Damn, man, it ain't let me delete it. Look, I take it and I put it in trash.
Put you in the trash.
Put it in trash.
Put you in the trash.
They say no.
Now.
They say no. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So you still trying to clear up space?
Huh?
You still trying to clear up space?
It's
There
what
we
shit-
go.
what?
Yo, are you voting?
No. Yes. No.
I'm
Maybe
not,
so.
I'm not asking who you're voting for. I'm just asking if you were voting.
You know, we got to keep them guessing. You know, I love it when I see people at work. I like to fuck with them and like, go MAGA, and they get all excited and shit. They be like, you with us? And I'm like, no,
Isn't
No.
it crazy how divided we are?
no, I ain't with you.
But it seems like we're supposed to be voting for a president to represent our entire country, but we're so divided. And it's such an argument to even talk about it
Man, I
with
like it.
anybody
I like it. You know why I like it though? Is because
because people
they
like
know it's like,
divisiveness.
oh yeah, you probably ain't gonna be MAGA. It's like, yeah, well, why you even put me in the box with you just because I said go MAGA? You know, it's a joke. But at the
People
same
get
time,
worked up, man.
Yeah, man.
People get worked up.
I will say this though, I have watched some of Donald Trump's interviews. I watched them on Flagrant with Andrew Schultz. I ain't gonna lie, I felt like that was way better than the Joe Rogan one. The Joe Rogan one was all right. I really didn't hear.
Learn much.
I mean, I learned stuff about like California and business and like other stuff, but I don't think it was. It's still the same shit. Neither one of them, her or Kamala, are. Yeah, I called him a her. Are giving what they gonna do. It's all just a smoke screen. That's what I feel like, and I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know who I'm gonna vote for.
I don't know. I feel like in 4 years it's hard to get anything done, especially if you only have 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. There's
Well, we just had a hurricane. Here's what I'm gonna say. Have you seen the piles of the debris
dude,
yet?
it's wild.
It's crazy.
It is
but
wild.
you want me to vote, but we don't even got enough ways to make a four-way stop when shit hits the fan.
Dude, it's crazy.
And not to say we gotta have four-wheel stop, but there at least need to be. It was.
And it's like we're
You know what I
sending
mean?
all this
What you
money.
pay taxes for? What these people doing?
I hate the taxes.
That means some neighborhoods were boxed in for weeks. Some neighborhood like, and yeah, we all pitching in, but like you see, do you see the taxes then? Where the taxes at?
Yeah, no, I love the idea of
We
taxes.
just paying the debt, man.
But yeah, I wish you literally knew where your money was going. You know what I'm saying? Because you get taxed on the hours you work. Then you get taxed when you go out to buy the products with the money that you earned that you've been taxed on. And then when you
Yeah.
like buy a house or buy a car, then you get taxed on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't really own anything if you're paying taxes on it,
Nope.
in a sense. You
You
know what I'm
don't.
saying? You're just not really. I don't know.
Well, that's like even now. like the insurance guy come out today, looked at my house, and he's like, even though Flagstar still owns all this. I'm like, what the? You ain't got to say that, motherfucker. You ain't got to say it like this is a lease agreement. You know what I mean? I put my name on the deed. I'm just trying to get the shit paid off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just put it blunt, like, you don't own this motherfucker.
You don't.
This property belongs to Flagstar.
You know what's great? Well, think about this. Remember,
I'm a part of BlackRock, not MAGA, apparently.
BlackRock.
Yeah.
Remember a while back in Texas, they had that storm, and
Yeah,
the
the
power
cold
was
storm.
out, and
Yeah.
everybody said how bad the infrastructure was.
Yeah.
And then even on the East Coast with these hurricanes, how bad the infrastructure is. Hasn't our tax money, or shouldn't our tax money have been going towards said infrastructure? And if so, why is it so bad if our taxes have been paying? Isn't that what taxes are for? To help build the infrastructure, the American infrastructure, roads, schools, yada yada, whatever it may be. So
that's what I'm saying. See, I think it's a two-headed sword because we expect a return, but yet not everybody needs the same shit or wants the same realistic view. Like these roads, for instance, it takes twice as long to do downtown Augusta versus downtown North Augusta. They zoom through North Augusta with that crew or whatever in like a couple weeks, and it took them a couple weeks just to do certain areas of downtown, and they still working on shit over in Augusta. So like, I can see certain areas getting attention.
In the bridge, yep.
Yeah, I can see where money is spent, but who am I to say what it needs to go to? As long as, like, I think now it serves in North Augusta when I live here, but this ain't happening out in Jackson. This ain't happening out in the other side of Aiken. This ain't happening in Orangeburg. This ain't happening towards Greensboro or Greenville, South Carolina. I don't know. I just feel like roads could be improved. There could be a lot of infrastructure done. You're right. I think that, these kids now rely so much on these computers, and their taxes is to pay for a computer and put them zoned in. It's like, you might as well let them fight it out in the bathroom and let them rough and tough. Like, we're just spending our money on technology versus experience and building experience. I don't know, because like you see these guys come through with the electric company and they knock out areas pretty quick, but then me personally, okay, you see how I work before. I don't like half-ass shit. If it's time for me to do something, now once I'm done, I'm going to half-ass my time there. But my shit going to be done right, and it's going to be done as effective and efficient as I can do it, But I still see wires all over roads still lay on the ground. Like, I don't know who's what, AT&T, Sprint, whoever's got cables, but how long have we passed since the hurricane?
It's been over a month. Yeah.
A month? And I can understand the debris of wood.
I don't think it's rained since the hurricane either.
Nope.
I don't think there's been.
Let's see if there's another one on the way.
But you know what's weird though is like, you seen the Sahara Desert is flooded. Did you see Spain? Spain just got wiped out in the last few days.
Okay, but when you got on here, you was talking about how bots, AI. Listen to me now. Did you think if that was, it would be more of a world news thing?
What do you mean?
If it was
flooding like that?
I don't think we were world news. This hurricane.
Oh no. I mean, what is world news? I mean,
bricks.
I was asking about that too. Like,
bricks.
Don't you find it so hard to trust the government officials or what the media says, CNN or NBC? Like, I feel like they really direct the narrative, and
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Let's see.
It's I think it's a fine line where you get your news, and you really have to check your sources.
All right. Do you know how to read this?
Are they just pie charts?
It says, I don't know.
Yeah, this is a pie chart. Average of 21 polls.
So it says Trump's Georgia 1.7%. his way. Yeah. And then
Yeah. So okay.
Maine, you got Harris,
Wait, Harris
Michigan,
7.5%. What state is that?
Maine,
Maine. Oh, okay.
Maine District 1. How does Maine have 3 different slots?
Probably the Electoral College, I would imagine. I was
Oh.
talking to my stepdad about that the other day. He was trying to explain it to me. It's
Hey, look, he winning in Pennsylvania. That McDonald's played off, baby. That McDonald's played off.
dude. There's honestly, I don't think there's any way Kamala Harris can win.
I don't
really
know.
Don't. I really don't.
I don't know.
Do you listen to Candace Owens?
I've heard some of her points.
You haven't seen any of her recent podcasts?
No, because some of the shit I do hear, like the shit with Taylor Swift and that, some of the shit is just drama based, and I ain't.
Well, she made some. I mean,
I want to be. I want to like think about or like be aware of the serious shit I need to pay attention to, like BRICS, them forming new money overseas and making adjustments with oil, and controlling something with Russia, and there's potential relationships changing, and having a new currency outweigh the U.S. dollar.
yeah, because they want to control it.
Well, that's a concern for me in general, like market and value and what we build as products and, land or whatever people are going through avenue-wise. It can all be devalued if the U.S. dollar is devalued. So the whole shit can fall apart if it becomes more valuable, it'll shut us out. We'll be washed out with too much money in circulation.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long before I don't know. It's hard to say.
You saying washed out with floods, motherfucker. I'm talking about washed out with money.
No, I know. There's just a lot of I would say entities. Like think like Facebook Meta. They got Facebook Marketplace. I've read Zuckerberg's talking about creating his own currency on Facebook.
Yeah.
So the only way you would be able to buy on Facebook Marketplace is if you bought Facebook currency with said dollar, and then you could spend that currency on Facebook. I've heard Grand Theft Auto might do this because they've spent millions of dollars in Grand Theft Auto 5, and people literally have like empires. They've built these things and they can sell shit in Grand Theft Auto, and people are saying that it's getting to the point now where they're going to have their own currency and you're going to be able to make money playing Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. If you do that, see, here's the thing.
Appreciates the dollar.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm only thinking it from a different angle, is that the U.S. government's still going to find a way to control that.
That's all they want.
They always want control. And it's like, even if they if they go leave other countries alone, they still ain't going to leave us alone. We ain't going to be able to, like, just something else in the world and us, like, get it. We're going to have to go through all these tariffs and all these measures and stretches and get this bitch to suck this bitch's dick, just to get a Nintendo Switch. You know what I mean? And it's wild. The way I hear people talk about Japan, I just went west, and all I saw was something I felt like out of Bonanza. That's all I saw. I felt like the desert dunes of like what's the Roadrunner episodes, just through the canyons. Yeah, me.
Yeah, like coyote.
So I hear about Japan and China, and like they hear all this shit, but if they band together, they can operate.
What about them?
Better.
Oh, like their currency?
No, I'm not saying that. I just think that.
Do you remember when like Bitcoin was gonna get like there was like this huge thing around Bitcoin? I'm a little ignorant to it, but if I remember correctly, the reason that it didn't take off like people thought it would is because the government tried to come in and regulate it.
Yeah.
And control it.
That one dude lost one in the trash can too, in the dump. You never heard about that?
No.
Hold on, let's look it up real quick. Look. Dude lost.
See? That's
I had it pulled up for you. Ready? Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, the Spain. This is the Spain flood, like you were saying.
Bro, look at this shit. And look up the Sahara Desert flooding.
Trying to give it so.
Because you listen to Graham Hancock on Rogan. I know you do.
Sometimes, yeah.
And what's the other guy? He talks about the Younger Dryas all the time, but.
Oh, that fat dude?
Yeah.
Why ain't it doing nothing? Go sit in the chair.
Go sit your ass down.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala. Dude, we gotta talk about. Here, you want this back?
Candy?
We gotta talk about all the. You're welcome. All the entertainers and actors, actresses, musicians that are supporting Kamala Harris.
No. You wanted to be on, so now you on. I gotta make sure your audio is on. Talking to the mic.
Hello?
Nope.
Mic check.
Mic check. Don't do that. Just talk, Carolina.
Hello?
There you go. Talk. Huh?
I'm like, wait.
Okay. So if you talk, listen here, we're gonna talk about stuff. You have to wait your turn, or you can say something funny if you want to, but you can't just take over. Okay? I told you to get a drink. There's water. I told you to get a drink. Walk around the camera.
Grab me a water, would you? Please.
I got bottled water right here, Carolina. If ain't nothing left in the refrigerator
that'd be-
cold.
that'd be- It don't need to be cold, but thank you.
Yeah, when she gets back, I gotta do this. What are we looking up? Tell me what you want to look up.
There's one more cold one. Where's the hot one then?
Huh?
Where's the hot one then? Right here?
Hot
Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, they're big, but they.
Sleeping on them.
All right.
Mm.
Okay. So go back over there, and let's get the right closer.
Thank you, miss. You don't want the cold one?
I want the gamma so I can get skinnier.
Sit down in the chair. That's pretty good.
While I'm sitting down, I'm spitting rounds.
What are you doing? If you're gonna be in here, you ain't gonna play. You playing. Okay, let me finish setting up. All right, Chris. Color pad.
Say, hey, hey.
One second. Luma key, is that brightness? No.
Where you
Where the
going?
frig's it at? Crop this, that, the third. Sharpen.
I was Sketch for Halloween. You know who Sketch is?
Sketch.
What's up, brother?
Yeah.
That's what I was for Halloween.
So you
Uh huh.
So you
No, that's who I dressed up as last night. I was
For
Sketch,
Halloween.
and I walked around saying, "What's up, brother?"
What's up, brother?
Everybody looked at me like,
What's up, brother?
"Check Tuesday." What's up, brother? Yeah, I was trying to be that cool dad. Didn't work out, but that's
Didn't work
alright.
out.
That happens.
All right. What celebrities?
Endorsed Kamala Harris.
Celebrities endorse all the celebs who endorse Kamala. TheMandatory.com.
And just coincidence, whether you believe in it or not. When
What? What is the what is
when
the
you look
theory?
through the list of names, just see how many
Okay.
of them are tied to Puff Daddy, P Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. Yeah.
So what am I just looking at the red here?
I'm assuming so. Bad Bunny, Jennifer Lopez, Ricky Martin, some of the recent
Okay, bad.
celebrities.
Yeah, J Lo. There you go. Endorsement. Got my memorable endorsement.
Beyonce, Barack and Michelle Obama, Bill and Hillary Clinton, obviously Jimmy Carter,
Jim
Taylor
Carter,
Swift.
Beyonce, Mark Cuban, Bad Bunny. Keep going with them. Ricky Martin, Bill Gates, Barbara
Streisand.
Streisand,
You know who that is? You know who that is.
Nope.
You will if you see a picture
Barb,
of her. She's a Jewish actress.
Jennifer Aniston, Billie Eilish, and Phineas? Phineas. Cardi B, Billie Jean Kid, Lizzo, Bruce Springsteen, John Legend. Do you know any of these people, Carolina?
Eminem, John Bon Jovi.
All of them. Drew Carey, John Bon Jovi. Yeah, that's who it is from? That's who it is? Okay.
I want to look something.
Now, you see you still down here, right, Carolina? You still in here. Okay. All right. You don't want to see yourself. All right, you're off. We won't see it no more. Laura Lipman, Attica Cook, Oprah Winfrey, Joseph Jordan-Levitt, Foo Fighters, Katy Perry. No, I don't want no candy. I'm doing this. We're looking at this. Now, Lil Nas X is on there. What you think about that?
I seen.
Damn. These are all celebrities. For real.
But the craziest thing about it is, I don't believe you. Is she, or is she in 8th grade?
Sixth grade.
Do a lot of kids in 6th grade have phones? They do. What app do they use more than
Has
any? Do you know?
BlackRock
TikTok.
or
Do you feel like you see a lot of the same videos that show you the same things? Kinda, sorta. Like when you're flipping through TikTok videos, do you see a lot of the same genre of videos, if you will? I think everybody's genre is a little weird.
has BlackRock or Vanguard donated to either presidential party? When is this? That's 2022. This doesn't say when.
Did you see
2023.
Did you read about the lithium mines in North Carolina?
Oh yeah, it blew up or something, didn't it?
No, well, apparently in North Carolina, there's one of the richest lithium mines in America. In North Carolina, and the conspiracy or the theory is that a company had purchased that lithium mine for like $2 million or something like that.
It says right here.
If there was a disaster or something, then the government could purchase that land back.
What do you think about this, Carolina?
Fuck, shit all on my shirt.
We just had a disaster, right? North Carolina took a big hit with the rivers, the bridges breaking, dams breaking, towns washed away. Okay, did you see any of that on TikTok or anything? Did you see any of that roll around in your algorithm? You did? So, do you think it's okay that right now in North Carolina, they just had that tragedy, and at this moment has no active lithium mines, but 2 companies are planning on opening mines in the state, probably due to this travesty? Do you think because we're able to make money, it's a good idea to go in and try to take advantage of the opportunity, or not? Elaborate.
I'm not sure that's the question you should be asking.
What do you mean? I'm asking her if you think it's fair if them become Trump on the tragedy. Because they're
Or-
coming and raining their parade on the tragedy.
What if the reason for the tragedy?
That's what they're saying, that weather production stuff where you can create storms.
Well, it's been proven.
Huh? We ain't talking about Trump. We talking about the tragedy. How you okay, say you remember them country ass bumpkins that we stopped on side the road and we tried to help them, and the guy had overalls on and didn't speak and spoke with a voice.
You're on Google again.
Yeah, talking to you. Do you remember the dudes we pulled out the mud in their truck a couple years ago? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I see. But anyhow, if we'd have said, "Hey man, I'll get you out for $100," I'm taking advantage of that old man's tragic day. Does that make sense? Well, you shouldn't be looking nothing about P Diddy. It's sexual and inappropriate content that doesn't relate to you at all.
I agree.
This is why music will corrupt. I don't know if it'll
But
corrupt,
at the
but it's still
same
great.
time, I mean,
You got to monitor yourself.
well, that's the real world. Like, I
Kinda.
don't want to hide. I'm not gonna hide that from my son.
It's,
I mean,
it's a version of reality in which we don't walk, though.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's entertainment still, no matter which form is presented to us, because our reality is still going to school every day, waking up at 7:30 and making sure you outside ready for that bus. Me on the clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
But these people walk on water and try to tell us, or how we should live our lives. But behind the scenes, they're
Doing the same
animals, and they're like
shit. Well, we're all
sadistic.
animals.
Well, yeah, we're all
We're
animals.
all animals.
But we're not sleeping with little boys.
Nope. Not
Like
at all.
not on
only
P.
only
Diddy
my
scale.
toddler right
like,
now to get him to go
yeah,
to sleep.
right. Anyway.
Well, you shouldn't be sleeping with nobody. You better not, except London. Y'all done slept in the bed together? Don't play. Girls be doing that stuff. Yeah. But look, it's going to be Piedmont Lithium and Elbrimi Corporation. Elbrimi? What?
So-
Elbrimi? How you say that?
What are you looking at?
The second company.
Look it up on
How do you say that?
Albury.
Albury?
Yeah, Albury, I guess.
That's a L-E.
Abel Marie. It'll be Albury. Yeah.
Company which is previously operated by to resume production in the mine by 2027.
Yeah. I don't know. I forget the.
But see, look, this is the thing too. It's like
I say lithium mines, lithium
received
deposits.
a mining permit in May this year. So before the shit happened, these people apparently, and the permit includes conditions such as wastewater and stormwater discharge limits, air quality standards, and
Yep. You gotta read. That's it. Keep going.
and monitoring the groundwater and the surface water. This company has faced local oppositions over concerns about drinking water consumptions, noise, light, and other issues.
That wouldn't be an issue if all that shit was washed out, right?
Nope. Then you got no complaints. Nobody watching shit. Nobody looking at it.
You wouldn't know. It's a disaster.
Yeah. Well, I will say there was a lot of water coming through the shit we probably couldn't handle, especially after some dams. Because you got to think, Carolina, geography-wise, North Carolina is above us and up in the mountains. Where we went to the mountains, you saw how far we were up just in that valley? Well, we are way further down, so all that water still makes its way back down here. One way or another, and it comes in from the ocean.
California, Florida, New York City,
Yeah.
they're all below sea level.
Yeah.
So they all could be flooded at any. If the oceans were to flood, California would be underwater, Florida would be underwater,
Yeah.
New York City would be underwater. And if the polar ice caps melt like they say they are, flooding our oceans, then that could potentially be a risk. Probably not in our future, but maybe
Yo,
a risk.
Carolina, let's tell Chris about the star. We talked about it the other night. We're going to go out there tonight and look. So we have a star.
Before we bring, this is crazy. I don't
Go
know.
ahead. What you going to say?
This is nothing. Go ahead.
Well, I've been noticing that when I go out in the front and I stand a certain way and look a certain way, there's a star that lines up over a set of trees. And it seems like it stays there quite regular.
It's bright. It's in the sky even when no other star is,
Most times.
and it hasn't moved.
Most times.
I talked about it with somebody last night.
Yo, it's every night I see it. And not only that, do you notice the moon doesn't come out till like closer to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock? and it's dark already. But then it's staying up till 11 o'clock. Sometimes in the daytime, I can see it. I can see the moon at 11 o'clock in the daytime.
Think about the first image you've ever seen of the moon. How would it be, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Asteroids, meteorites are pounding into that moon daily, on a
Yeah.
daily basis.
Candy,
That moon has not changed at all. Any image of the moon has not changed since I've seen it.
toss me a piece of Reese's. I'm listening.
There's craters on the
Reese's.
moon. This is the craziest thing about the moon, I think, personally. So you guys know what a crater impact is, right?
Yeah, crater impact.
Yeah, when a
Yeah.
crater hits a surface, it buries down into. So when craters hit the moon, they only go a certain distance before they stop. No matter how big the crater is, it will not pass a certain distance. It's almost like it hits something and it won't. Like
Won't
the
go
crater.
past it.
Correct. Yeah. So why is that? Like if you slammed a giant rock into Earth as fast
Snickers.
as you could, it would just keep burying down into the dirt.
Give me the Reese's and the Snickers. He's making
No,
shit.
no,
This takes
no,
long.
no, no, no. But I don't know. That to me, that's kind of.
Well, they say like the bag of the moon's so cold or whatnot, and this, that, and the third.
Well, think about it. If you have a flat surface made of dirt, and you dropped a 200-pound weight, and you dropped a 500-pound weight, they would each go a different distance into that flat surface, right?
Kind of, sorta.
If the surface was exactly the same, you dropped a 500-pound weight and a 1,000-pound weight.
All right.
The 500-pound weight would go down 10 feet, hypothetically. The 1,000-pound weight would go down 20 feet, hypothetically.
Hold on.
All right, let me
Carolina?
ask you this. Would they
Hold on.
both stop at the same...
Kind of, sorta. Hold on. Was it How Ridiculous?
Huh?
What is it? How Ridiculous?
How
guys?
ridiculous
Yeah.
is this?
So let's go to these guys. Me and Carolina used
What
to
is
watch
this?
these guys. You remember these people? She goes, these people. All right, so back in the day, let's go to the videos. Now, whatever we record here, we're at 30 minutes. I don't know how much gigabytes,
Gigabytes.
but we should be all right. I'm going to try and go back to the sand if it'll let me, to the drop. Now they're doing more things. But they
What is this?
here you go.
He's got some moon stuff. I'm just saying it's weird that. But we're piggybacking
All right,
off
look,
of your
look,
star,
look.
bro. We were talking about that star, or so said star.
But here you go. These guys right here, right? Oh, shit.
Dude, nothing you see on the internet is real.
Look, they're gonna drop this shit.
It's all fake. Everything you see is fake, bro.
Look, they about to drop it. Some metal. They do this stuff of shit where they drop it off like whatever, have any stories or whatnot, and it shows the indent in the sand. So just imagine if you get something large, it's gonna make a crater. I think it would make a crater, but it would stop relatively about the same.
The depth of the crater would. You think so?
Well, it would still widen. It might still be a little deeper, but it's not gonna be like substantial, like Superman dove off the cliff and like took a demon down in a
Right.
Nah.
So from what I
I think
understand, is
something
it's
bigger
the
has to hit
depth.
us.
It's the depth of the craters are all the same. They don't go past a certain depth, no matter how big the crater or the asteroid is that created that crater. That is the. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
So what you're saying isn't wrong at all. These guys aren't wrong at all what they're doing. But the thing which is weird about the moon is there's a certain point that these asteroids will not go. There's a certain depth they will not go. It's like they hit something and stop.
well, my thing is, all right, when they hit Earth, they do the same thing.
Pull up an image of the moon.
All right, but they do the same thing at Earth, right? Wouldn't the core or the actual ground? We haven't ever drilled in the moon. We don't know what the moon's made of
No.
in the core.
Dude, we've barely drilled into the earth.
If we go past a certain level of sand, I'm hitting red Georgia clay. So there's got to be a depth, and it just can't be a pile of sand compressed.
Do you know the furthest point in the ocean is 6 miles down, and the furthest point on a mountain is 7 miles high. So 13 miles from the highest point on Earth to the lowest point on Earth is only 13 miles. Think about that.
Say that again.
The highest point on Earth, I think, is like one of the mountains, Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest. And the lowest point is the Mariana Trench, which is 6 miles down into the ocean. That's
Yeah.
the lowest point that we've been. And the highest point is Mount Everest, I think. It's 13 miles from the highest point to the lowest point. Only 13 miles.
But that's the lowest point we've been. We're
Right,
still
right.
lower.
But think about that, like
it's
I don't
crazy
know.
you can go further than that.
Yeah, well, even that, but 13 miles is not very long, and that's the highest point on the Earth, and the lowest point on the Earth is only 13 miles in difference
Yeah.
in depth. It's kind of so.
Marathon.
If you look at images of the moon, tell me what it looks like to you.
A wolf.
No, like close-up image. Like pull up an image.
A wolf. I've always looked at, like, if you look at it a certain
Well, look
way.
at all the crater marks, dude. It looks like a nuclear war.
It
looks
looks
like a
like-
bunch of bombs were set off. Look, does that not look
Yeah.
like bombs to you?
Yeah.
Look
Well,
at
you
other
hit it,
ones.
man. You hit. You're going to have the debris come off and put
Right,
out
it
roll
looks
and
like
shit.
there was a war there, dude.
Yeah. This looks like the Death Star. But I see the wolf. Here's like his mouth. There's his chin. There's his ear. There's his ear. And there's his like body and shit going down. That's his chest right there. But it always looks like this. I don't ever see it like.
That's a NASA image too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I don't ever see it different. Caroline, you had just something. You want to say something about the moon? What you want to say? What? Uh-huh. Okay. You want to meet him in real life? That ain't got time nothing to do with the talking about the moon and the meteors. What we gotta wait till that rolls into play, boo. You want to meet him? That's a hopes and dreams episode. What do you think? Do you think you gonna see a meteor hit Earth one day, Carolina, in your life? How many meteors a year you think happen, Carolina? No, more than that.
I think a few thousand, but I think Earth's atmosphere breaks it up.
Meteors,
I'm not
meteors
entirely sure. That's a guess.
hit Earth every day.
But you would think. I mean, I don't know, man. The whole thing just seems weird to me.
Hit.
Like if the Earth is 6
Every year.
billion years old, like we can't even process how long that is.
Oh my God! Scientists estimate that around 17,000 meteorites hit Earth's surface each year. Damn.
Earth's atmosphere. Dang, I'm good.
Damn. Ranging in the sizes of 1.75 ounces to 350 ounces. And I still don't understand what 50 grams to 10 kilograms is. What the fuck?
It's a metric.
Siri, what is 350 ounces in pounds? 21 pounds. Well, that's a small little meteorite. 21 pounds?
Yeah, so that makes
That's
sense.
a-
That makes
that's a
sense.
dumbbell
Though. That makes
or a
sense. Though.
kettlebell.
But that's why we don't ever see
See,
meteorites falling because the atmosphere they're not big enough. The atmosphere breaks them up before we notice them. So that makes
all
sense.
right, so let's
If
see,
they were
let's see.
bigger than that, then we would notice them more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why don't meteors? What do I say? Why don't meteors project more into the moon?
What do you mean?
Uh,
Why don't more meteorites hit the moon?
Yeah, meteors.
They do. They have to. I mean, I don't know. I would assume. I mean,
Hit the moon. Let's see.
meteors do hit the moon because the moon has little to no atmosphere to stop them. So all those little meteors, even if they are 20 pounds, they're still hitting the moon at.
So big ones never hit since we've been alive. Let's
Not
see.
enough to probably. The moon,
Let's see.
however, has only a very tenuous
That's big.
atmosphere. Many meteors would not reach Earth's surface, commonly impact the moon, creating any crater and cover appearances. Right? Ask what. Type in the deepest crater on the moon.
Let's see. Oh, the large. Yes, large meteors have hit the moon before. The moon.
40 meters wide. How deep though?
Let's see. 40 kilograms is what?
I don't know. We did ounces.
40
It's
meters
350.
wide. That's
That's wide.
that's
Yeah, I want
120
depth,
feet
though.
or something like that, ain't it?
Traveling at 40,000 miles per hour. The impact rally created a crater that was 40 meters wide. But why doesn't it say the depth?
They probably don't measure it.
Why? Oh, but
In February 2020, the Dachi Fiji, the Human City Museum,
The last-
captured the meteor
okay.
impact the moon using multiple telescopes. Oh, can we
So
see
it's-
that?
that question was asked.
What?
It says the last.
Oh shit, bro.
The last meteorite to hit the Earth or the moon that was noticeable was in 2013.
Oh shit. Oh, what did I do here?
Yeah, there's lights on the moon. You ever seen these?
Lights.
Yeah, there people seen lights on the moon. Look like bases. Like right above. I know.
Oh look, it's saying, that's what they're saying. The lights is the meteors.
Mhm. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Explosion seen from Japan.
February 23rd, 2023.
The thing is, though, I mean, if we got all these satellites up there like we say we do, we should be able to.
But isn't it in our orbit? So why can't we go and like have a station there?
Where the moon?
Yeah.
Because
Like-
the Van Allen belts that surround Earth.
Oh no, hold on now. That's what I'm saying. We can play Build-A-Blocks here on Earth. Why can't you play Build-A-Box and station on the moon?
That's why a lot of people
If-
think the moon landing wasn't real. Because the Van Allen belts is pure radiation. Like, so when you go to get an X-ray and they put that shit over you, so you don't get.
That's what the moon's in.
No, well, the Earth is kind of surrounded by. It's not like a linear. It's not like a full. It's
Let's see.
It's
Say
like a
what it is.
sporadic thing of. Imagine like a bunch of rocks.
How you spell it?
Van Allen, yeah, the Van Allen belt. It's just pure radiation, and they say that they left from Antarctica and flew through like the thinnest part of the Van Allen belts, and that's why they were able to get through it. But no human could survive it. That's why a lot of people think the moon landing was faked.
This right here.
Yeah. We should use ChatGPT. Yeah, perfect. Wikipedia. It's a zone of energetic charged particles, most of which originate from the solar winds.
Ain't it ready? But see, where's the moon at? Ain't no moon here.
So they said they flew out of Antarctica. Still had to fly through the belt. The inner Van Allen belt.
Hold on.
You should
I want
type
to find
in,
one with the moon.
ask,
Where? The
can humans pass
moon-
through the Van Allen radiation belt?
No. Where the moon travels. All right. Nope. Nothing about the moon, huh? No moon. Fuck. Oh, here we go. No, that's Artemis. That's not the Earth.
But think about it. Think about it this way, dude. Like, why? If we did go to the moon back, was it? I'm gonna sound stupid. It was after the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Let me see.
Whatever year it was, but think about how much technology has advanced. And they say, well, we have no reason to go to the moon. Maybe not, but I don't know. I felt like we should be taking like space shuttle ships there back and forth. Yo, you want to go to the moon today for a little bit? Let's go, and jump on the Elon train and fly up there and come back.
Well, see, that's the thing. The moon's never going directly in like a full circle around us. So it's got to be within it going in.
They say our phones have more computing power than what they use to go to the moon. Like the phones in our pocket have more computing power than what they went to the moon with.
Bro, they had a fucking Mac before we had Mac. You know what I'm saying? That was it.
Yeah, who knows what kind of technology they had though?
But they still probably got. But that's the thing. You like fuck. I forget which country it was. They just connected their own fucking AI, their own artificial intelligence, like to help navigate computer. and this is a real big thing.
Yeah, I know. I seen Elon Musk's things, but I know what you're talking about, and I think it is.
Let me see.
Is it China?
Nope.
Well, did you see those like shipping ports in China
no,
that are
let's
fully
see. Yeah,
automated
yeah.
now?
Yeah. There's trash right there behind you.
Yeah, I think Elon Musk. I like Elon Musk, but I think he might be the Antichrist. He's got his own phone coming out now, right?
I don't know. I don't be paying much attention. But let's see here. Let's see if I can find it real quick. They just plugged it up. Let's see. Hold on. You want to go now? Okay. I saw it somewhere. Love you. Go behind the camera.
So. AI computer plugged
Let's
up
see.
for the first time.
First time. It should pop up.
Got a brand new laptop.
I
Should
got a brand.
charge
Yeah,
it?
this shit don't say shit about it. does
Elon
it?
Musk Neuralink. Oh, that was cool. What's a video on that? Is it possible?
It's in his first human. That
yeah.
was last year.
Yeah, he was on Rogan's podcast. Does the laptop need to be plugged in the first time? What?
It's international news. It's international. It wasn't here.
AI computer plugged up.
I don't know how to ask it no other way.
Yeah, use more
There it is, right here. That is. Visit. It is. Bam.
NVIDIA. I like
Yeah.
NVIDIA.
CEO
They
Shen Hong.
make gaming computers.
Yeah. King of Denmark.
King Frederick of Denmark practically called Huang King with a leather jacket on.
H100 AI GPUs. This shit's crazy, man.
Since 20 intelligence administration never existed before. NVIDIA is following AR is rushed by some companies.
That's the thing. If they, I don't know, and it's in Denmark. I can feel that I am not the only king in the room, as the king stated to the crowd. He wasn't the only one that liked the leather jacket, you know, but he still. They act like it's a joke, somewhat. I mean, you got to play it off, don't you? If you're gonna do something so serious.
Yeah, new AI supercomputer was launched today. State-of-the-art NVIDIA SuperPod. So what does it do? It's just like Chat GPT on crack?
No, it's an AI. Like it's gonna learn for itself. It's gonna be a brain. It's gonna be a computer brain.
So how is that different than other AI?
Well, it's like let's see here. The
Well, I
computer is
know-
owned and operated by Danish Center of AI Innovations, a partnership between the private Nova Nordic Foundation and government-owned expert investment fund of Denmark. Towards the supercomputer.
I feel like
And that's the thing. It only cost them $87 million for whatever it does going to do. The investment gave the Danish government a 15 stake in the DCAI through the
yeah, so that just like
CFO.
it just boasts the simulation theory argument that
research.
an advanced society created a supercomputer, which created a simulation, which we're in.
But
And
see,
now we're creating supercomputers in our simulation.